guys. I will wait to see if anyone hops on. Let's see. Oh, hi. Hey. Hi, Vanessa. Yay. I'm super excited. Yes, I'm super excited to be here. So very excited. Oh my gosh. Hi, Tiffany. Yay. I love the hearts and the thumbs up. It's awesome. I have something super cool to share with y'all tonight. I actually just did a training for this for our leaders page, so it's fresh in my brain. Hey guys, I'm so excited y'all are here. I have this new ring light, so if it blinds me in the eye a couple times, like if I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what it is. I'll wait just a little bit longer to see if anyone else hops on, because I know we got a big group. And I hope that what I'm going to talk about makes sense. It does to me, and I think it's something that is super important in our business and maybe we don't talk about very often. I have not watched all of the videos in this group, so I'm sure some of this stuff will be repeated or has been repeated because, I mean, it's important to our business. So it never hurts to hear it more than once. Where are y'all from? I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. It's super rainy here today. But we should have a lot better, like, I think it's supposed to be rainy tomorrow and then it's gonna clear up a little bit. So last week we were in the upper 80s. So I'm ready to get back to that weather. All right, so I will kind of go ahead and start. And oh, Utah. Wow. I'm trying to think. That's over there. California. Oh, so you probably have super nice weather. Oh my gosh, it snowed. Virginia, nice. Is it, Tiffany? Yeah, my brother or Ben up in Charleston, they said it was nice today too. Misty, I lived in, I'll tell you a little bit about me, but we lived in Juneau, Alaska for 4 years, so I know all about that snow. It was fun, but I'm happy to be in Florida now. I love this weather. So I'll start by just talking about a few things about who I am, and then I'll get into what I want to talk about with y'all, or what I want to share. So my name is Shayna. I know some people see it and they think Shanna or Shauna or Shannon or whatever it is, but it's Shayna. My mom probably should have put a Y or an I in there. I don't know what she was thinking, but it's okay. It's unique. So Shayna Worski. I am a mother to 2 kiddos who are currently outside of the room. So if you hear like Legos and whatever clinking, that's them. My daughter's 11 and my son is 6. And my husband is active duty Coast Guard, and he's been in now for almost 19 years. And he's only 37. He'll be 37 next month. So he's going to retire around 38 years old. He can retire next year, so it's super cool. We've been married almost 12 years now, so we celebrate our anniversary actually on Mother's Day this year, so that'd be super exciting for us. We met in Savannah, Georgia, where I'm from, and then from there we moved to Juneau, Alaska. Thank you, Vanessa. We moved to Juneau, Alaska for 4 years. That was an amazing experience, one of the most beautiful places I've ever lived. And then from there we went to Port Angeles, Washington for 4 years. That was also a really cool experience. And now we're in Jacksonville, Florida. We've been here for 3 years, and we're actually about to move again this summer. And we're headed up to North Carolina, so to finish out his career. So that'll be interesting, and I'm looking forward to moving. It's really fun for me. I'm kind of nervous that when we finally do settle down, that I will miss the moving My husband, oh, that's awesome. Tell your husband I said thank you for his service, Misty. As a military spouse, you know how much goes into it. So we're kind of the rock of the family. But yeah, I've been with Scentsy for 6 years. I celebrated 6 years January 2nd. And I joined so we talk about like why people join and when people join. Like some people say how they're too busy. I was like the epitome of busy when I joined. And for me, it's because I needed something outside of everything, of all my responsibilities. Oh, that's really cool. That's cool. But I was, I think, 25. My daughter was 4 years old. No, 5. My son was 3 months old. And we had just moved to Port Angeles, Washington. And I was doing full-time online college. So not only did I have a 5-year-old, I had a 3-month-old. I was doing online school full-time to get a bachelor's degree, and which I did graduate with that. And then we had just moved to a new location. And I was like, why not? Let's join, because I forgot. I kind of lost myself. Hi, Rosella. That's awesome. Super cool. Military spouse. Woo. I kind of lost myself in motherhood and being a military spouse. Like, I didn't really know what I liked anymore. I was just in a really bad place mentally, I feel like, because you just get into the zombie state when you have little ones, and school, you just kind of get into this routine, and I needed something to shake up my routine. And I had discovered Scentsy years before and loved it, loved it, loved it. So I figured, why not sell it? And I had a friend, I had thought about it for 4 years, y'all. I thought about it for 4 years until a friend of mine, so this is kind of going into what I want to talk about. A friend of mine asked me if I wanted to join. Now, up in Juneau, when I first discovered Scentsy, I thought about joining, but I did not know the consultant. Like, I didn't know her. I wasn't friends with her. I didn't really, I just had no idea who she was, really. And so my friend in Port Angeles, I had known her a little bit. So kind of like Jennifer Anderson says, you have to know, like, and trust. You want your customers to know, like, and trust you. So I knew her. I definitely liked her because I hung out with her all the time, and I trusted her as a friend. And so she is someone who I wanted to sign up under. So I finally pushed that button, and I joined with the $99 kit. And you want to know why? I literally wanted to be able to buy myself a cup of coffee every single day after going to the gym, without feeling guilty for swiping our family card. So I wanted to earn enough to just cover coffee once a day. That was all I wanted. And when I did that, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. So as soon as I did that, I realized, well, why not see how far I can take this business? And then my next goal was to completely pay for Christmas that year, because Christmas is always so expensive. And I don't know why. Like, every year we try to cut cost on Christmas, but I feel like as they get older, toys get more expensive. So every year my goal is to cover Christmas, and I do. And I did that first year, and that was a huge accomplishment, and it felt so good as a stay-at-home mom to be able to provide income, no matter what it was. It just felt really good. And I had always wanted to own my own business. Like, I never saw myself working a 9-to-5 job. Like, I did it in college, got married young. After I had my daughter, I never went back to work. But I just did not like it, because there's always you're always working for someone else's dream, And my pastor said one Sunday morning, we were talking about, what do you see, like, what do you envision for your life? And he said, so many dreams go to the grave. And it just like hit me really hard. Like, I don't want my dreams to go to the grave with me, Like, we have this beautiful life to live, so why not take full advantage of it and do the best we can to make it the best we can, So I've always wanted to own my own business, and Scentsy provided that for me. So I spent $99 on a kit, but now you can spend $99 or less on a kit I wrote it down because this is, you paid $99 or less for a business that has uncapped potential. And I'm 31 years old. I'll be 32 next month. But I see like some of the other leaders out there who are my age or around my age that are bringing in, you know, tens of $20,000 month paychecks. Like, if they can do it, why can't I do it, right? Like, there is no difference. The only difference is hard work, determination, not wanting to give up or not willing to give up, pushing through the moments of waiting. You know, like sometimes when you're in the queue, because I was in the queue, I made director accidentally, literally accidentally. I had a team of 12, and the very last night, I think it was October 31st, or maybe it was September. Anyway, the very last night, I had a frontline, someone joined her team and had $2,000 worth of orders to put in. They put it in, never heard from them again. That $2,000 pushed me to director numbers. But I didn't have systems in place. I didn't know how to lead a team yet. And so we never made director numbers again after that. But because I got a taste of what it was like, I was like, I really want to do this. So I really started focusing on the business side of my business. Like, how can I make this work? What do I need to do? And like so many leaders have said, you focus on the 2x2, you know, 2,000 a month, 2 recruits a month, and you teach your team to do that as well. And if you do that, your team will grow, but that we will have moments of waiting. And I wanted to talk to you about, like, when you're in a moment like this, you have to find joy in the process. Like, you have to find that joy. Sometimes you get down, sometimes you may feel depressed, or you may feel like giving up, but it's all part of the process and it's all part of your journey. Like, I knew when I went into director Q, that wasn't the end for me, you know? Like, in my heart, I knew that I would eventually work my way up the compensation plan, but there was a process to get there. Like, no matter what you do every single day, as long as you're working your business and you're giving it your all and you are doing your 2,000 a month and recruiting 1 to 2 a month, 2 to 5, whatever it is, as long as you're consistently recruiting and having that high PRV, naturally your business will grow. And if you are doing this and your team is seeing you doing this, you're leading from the front, they will see that too. And that goes into, you want to show them, because everyone, when they join Scentsy, I really don't think anyone joins I mean, you do have kidnappers, but I do feel like most people, when they join Scentsy, they think in their head at least one time, like, what if I can actually make money with this? Like, what could I really do with this business? And maybe it gets hard and they quit, or they give up, or they don't have, I don't know, they don't have the willpower to stay, or the willpower to push through the hard times. But if you lead from the front, if you're doing all that you can do as a leader, and you show them that success is possible, then they're more willing to stay. So show them how you're booking parties, show them how you're getting your PRV, show them how you're coaching your team, show them how you are, you watch trainings too. I still watch trainings. Like, I love going on YouTube and finding some of my favorite leaders out there and watching their training, because it's a pick-me-up. Like, I'll do it while folding clothes or listen to my earbuds when I walk my dog every morning. Just something to, even though I know all this stuff, like, you know how to run your business. You know that you need PRV. You know that you need recruits. You know that you need to coach your new recruits, and you know that you need to work on your own personal development. You need systems. Like, you know how to run your business. And I feel like sometimes we just need that motivator, because you can't motivate your team. They have to motivate themselves, but you can inspire them, you know, and they can watch you, and they can see you moving and shaking in your personal business, and they're going to want that, you know. and reach out to them. So the Amy app is amazing for that. It will prompt you to reach out to your team the first of every month and mid-month and the end of every month. I highly suggest you do that. Hi, Angela. Hi, Tanya. I highly suggest you use the app to reach out to your team, have conversations with them. You don't have to be best friends with everyone on your team because that's really hard to stretch yourself that thin. But be nice, be genuine, be authentic, be helpful, teach them how to be independent, teach them how to look up information on their own. Don't hold their hand, but run a well-oiled machine, run a business that can be duplicatable and that your team sees as that it can be successful. Everyone has a why for their business, whether you think you have one or you don't. You do. Like my why I told you was to, I wanted a coffee every single day. It costs like $1. I don't even remember what it was. It was from a local coffee shop and it costs like $1 something or $2 every day. So that's like $50 or $60 a month. And that was my why in the very beginning. Now that has shifted 6 years later because my husband is a year out from retirement and I don't want to be financially strapped and have to go work outside the home because I love being able to take my kids to school. I love having the flexibility to meet friends out for coffee in the middle of the day. I want to be able to chaperone them on field trips. I want to be able to have day dates with my husband if he's off work. And so I want to grow a business that will sustain us even after he retires. Like that is my new why. I want to be able to travel. I want just all the flexibility. That is my dream. Like I want to have, I want to be able for us to be financially stable after he retires. So everyone has a why and you just have to find it even through your, asking your teammates, hey, what do you want for your business? Like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Or where would you like to be 5 years from now? And then help them get there. Tell them what they can do. Tell them about the 2x2 plan or tell them, try to book a few parties a month. That's another thing is when it comes to booking parties, they say 6 to 8 parties a month will give you 2,000 PRV. Hi, Cassandra. Or Cassandra. Hopefully I said it right. But so this is how I think when I think about booking parties. Some people are like, oh my gosh, 5 parties is a lot or 8 parties is a lot. But when you think about it, most months in the year have 30 to 31 days, okay? And I know you want some family days because I do too. So if you take out 8 days, which is the weekends, for family days, that leaves you with 22 to 23 days a month, okay? So I usually do the 1 hour Facebook parties. I used to do the 30-minute live, which I may go back to those just to switch it up. Or whether you do the week-long parties, what have you, you have 22 to 23 days a month, not including weekends, that you could be partying in the evening or whenever. So out of those 22 to 23 days, 8 parties is nothing. That's like 2 parties a week. That's 2 nights a week. And if you're wanting that 2,000 PRV, you should be okay with that. You should be okay with the 6 to 8 parties a month. Because 22 to 23 days, that's plenty of time to have that many parties. You just have to book them. You have to start booking them the week before the next month or book them 2 months in advance so that you're set up for success. Hi, Rosella. So you're set up for success. You want to get those parties booked and then you can share with your team how you booked them. Have a booking blitz with them. Sometimes I'll be sitting on the couch, doing whatever, petting my dog or just sitting with my kids. And I just get this overwhelming feeling of I want to spend 5 minutes right now and just book some parties. So I'll just look through my phone and I will do my Amy follow-ups or I will go through my messages and find customers and just ask them really quick, hey, would you like to host a party? Or would you like to host an event next month and get some items for free? And that's something, whenever you feel that spark of like motivation, don't ignore it. Take advantage of it. Take full advantage of it. Pick up your phone, pick up your laptop, or whatever it is you're doing, and just go ask like 5 or 10 people and see if you get a party from it. It never hurts to ask. Don't ever be afraid to ask, because I mean, it took me 4 years to join, y'all. So I mean, like, and if you ask a customer to host and they say no now, it's a no now. It's not a no forever. They may host in the future, you know? So at least you're putting that thought in their head. And sometimes I'll even post, like if I have an online party, at the end of the party, I'll say, hey, if there's anyone who wants to host a party next, so-and-so, the current hostess, will get a half price item off of your party. And that has gotten me a couple parties from my parties as well. And also, if you recruit someone using the hostess credit, so if it's their party, not a party that you just put together, but if it's their party and you're gonna flip that party, I usually say, hey guys, who wants to be so-and-so's first hostess to help her, launch her business? And the last one I did that, I had 2 people say, yes, I want to host. So she has 2 parties coming up that will help her launch her business. And then you just have to teach them from there. From those parties, you can book more. But you have to be consistent. You have to be super consistent. And I know some people say, stay in your lane, put your blinders on. Don't compare yourself to other people. It's really easy to do that sometimes, but you have to remember that you are on your own journey. Like it will, if you're a Scentsy for lifer, whatever you call it, which I am, because I love the products too much to even ever quit. And I have a team and I can't let them down. But if you are in it for life, you're gonna get to where you want to be, being consistent and working your business. There are going to be seasons of wait, is what I like to call them, where you're not where you necessarily want to be. But like I said, during those times, if you work your business and you find joy in the process, just have a good time. Maybe figure out 3 areas of your business that need improvement and pick like a few days a month where you just focus on those areas. If you need a system for your business, focus on finding a system that works for you and then utilize it. If you need to reach out to your team, use one day to like message all of them and build connections, and then be consistent with that. I wanted to start doing I don't know what time it is. I hope I'm not going over. I want to start doing like a coffee. A lot of my team is all over the country because we're military. So I wanted to do like a coffee on a Saturday morning, like a coffee Zoom. Just come and hang out, come as you are. We don't have to talk about Scentsy. Literally, it's just for connection. And I will send an email out to my team. It's not, I guess it's a director. So I'm saying, I have sent it out to my entire group, but I really want to focus on my team, because they are my responsibility, and I want to build relationships with them and bond with them. And ultimately I want to help them grow too. Just like Orville said in one of his keynotes, we need to have arrows out. And if you help your team, it will help you in the end, but that shouldn't be your ultimate goal. I want everyone to be blessed by Scentsy just as much as I have. And I think it's selfish to not want that and to not do that. So as a leader, we should be doing that as well. Let me see. Oh, I did want to say this too. So don't settle for the bare minimum. So we talk about 2 by 2, so 2,000 a month and 2 recruits a month. So I know a lot of leaders who will put in their 500 PRV and then they're like, oh, okay, I got it, I'm done. I got my 500. But it kills me because you're missing out on so much money, so much potential money. So when you only sell 500 PRV, now this doesn't include, any kind of bonuses you get off your team. if you only sell 500 PRV, you're only making $125 off of that because you're only getting that 25%. If you sell 2,000 PRV, you're getting $600 off of your own sales, y'all. So that is what? It's almost a $500 difference right there, $475 that you're throwing away because you're not striving for that 2,000 a month. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm motivated by money. It's not like my sole motivator, but it is a big motivator. It means I can pay off debt. It means I can, I don't know, go get my nails done or my toes done or something like that and not feel super guilty about it, you know? So never settle for bare minimum. Get your 2,000 PRV in a month. It makes such a huge difference. And also it means you're talking to more people. It means you're booking more parties. I think I sent out 50 thank you mail last month for the month of, maybe it was this month. I think it was last month for the month of February. I sent out like 50 thank you mail envelopes. That means 50 people ordered from me last month and I had 2,000 PRV. So when you have that much PRV, it means you're talking to people. If you have 500, that could be a handful of people, 5 people. You definitely need to be reaching out and talking to more people than that. So do not settle for the bare minimum. It is not worth it, and it is not going to grow your business. Find joy in the process. I said that. That's super important to me. Find joy in the process. You know you'll get to where you want to be eventually as long as you keep working your business, but don't beat yourself up for being where you are. Just kind of, you know, pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and keep trucking forward and find some friends, find some accountability partners. Like I'm in a group message with 3 other people, and we're constantly messaging about anything and everything. Like, but they're both below me and above me. So we have this great dynamic, and we always talk about what we're working on. We say, hey, anyone want to hop on Zoom? I'm working. Let's hop on and work together. We'll hop on for like a couple of hours and knock out thank you mail, happy mail. We'll talk about our families. Like, we know each other really well and we keep each other accountable. And it's really nice to have that. I promise you, before I had an accountability partner, I just felt like I was running my business kind of blindly. Or just, it's hard to motivate yourself sometimes. So when you have that person, they're like, hey, Shayna, let's get on Zoom tomorrow and let's get this stuff done. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. Or I'll be like, hey, so-and-so, my accountability partner is Katie. I'm like, Katie, let's hop on Zoom tomorrow because I have got so much stuff to do. And she'll say, okay, let's do it. And we'll hop on for a few hours, knock whatever out that we need to get done. And it just is really helpful to find an accountability partner. Maybe post in this group and be like, hey, I'm looking for an accountability partner. These are my goals. And if you want to hop on Zoom one day, let's do it. It always makes it more fun too. Like, I'm in this business not only for the money and the potential and the freedom and the flexibility, but personally, I love the community. I love being around people and I love being surrounded by people.
Are we going to do Rice Krispies?
No, ma'am, not tonight. But I love being surrounded by people and just hanging out with people. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like I don't know what it is. I really enjoy it though. I'm not a loner. I don't do well being by myself. Sometimes I do, but I love having friends. So find yourself an accountability partner. Always focus on the main foundations of your business. Like I said before, you know how to run a business. You know you need PRV. You know you need to recruit. You know you need to coach and sponsor those recruits so they can grow a successful business. And you know you need to take care of yourself. Like, you need to allow yourself to have some mental rest days. Like Sunday for me normally is my mental rest day. Saturday too, like, we do stuff with our family. Like, we go out and do, even if it's grocery shopping or whatever. I do not do Cincy unless I have to catch up on something, but normally I just don't. You do not want to get burned out. If you feel like you're burned out, take a day for yourself, get back up, brush yourself off, and start again the next day. And also, accountability partners help with that too, because if you're feeling down and out, they are someone who will pick you back up. So that's really nice too. So focus on those 4 main things in your business. There's a few other things I want to say, and then I won't take up your time, too much more of your time. Like I said, figure out where your business needs improvement, how you can work on that. Go ahead and maybe make a list of ideas of how you can create a shift in your business. Because if you feel like it's stagnant, you need to shake it up a bit. You need to do something in order to get it rocking and rolling again. And whatever that may be, I'm sure all of these trainings have been super amazing. And I'm sure you can pick something up from every single one of them that you can implement into your business. Hi, Therese. No worries at all. No worries. Use your Amy app to follow up with customers. Use it to follow up with your team. It's a beautiful app. Everything is in there that you need in order to follow up with them, and you can create your own message templates, make it super easy. Also, side note, when you are messaging, customers or teammates and you don't know them very well, or you get anxiety about it, I want you to picture or pretend like you're messaging your best friend. It works every single time. So pretend you're messaging your best friend. And this will also work so that you don't send a message that sounds tacky or salesy or cold. So think about like when you're typing it out, like if I was sending this to a friend, how would it sound? And I do that every single time because you want to be friendly. You want people to know, like, and trust you, as Jennifer Anderson says all the time. You want them to know, like, and trust you. And when you talk to them like a friend and not like a company, then they will reach back out to you. Yes, always talk to them because ultimately you want to be friends and you want to build relationships with your customers because that is what they will come. You will retain customers when they feel like they have developed a relationship with you, a meaningful one at that too. Take care of yourself, have rest days, don't burn out. Yeah, I think that's all that I have, you guys. I hope that was super helpful. That's just something that I try to do in my business all the time. I try to find joy in the process. I don't, if a promotion happens, it happens. Obviously, I'm going to do all the things I need to do to get there, but I don't stress about when it's going to happen. But anyways, I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vanessa, for asking me to hop on. This was super fun. Hold on, Connor. This was super fun, and I really, really wish the best for y'all, for your business, and I hope you can kick the queue. If you don't, there's always next month and the month after. Don't think that this is like an end-all for you, okay? Okay, this business, if you're in it for life, you have so much potential, so many good months ahead of you, and just do your best. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.